Qualcomm just dropped a bombshell. They're spending between $8 and $10 billion to buy Tenstorrent, an AI chip startup led by Jim Keller. You know, the processor architect who basically built the modern CPU. Yeah, that guy. And Qualcomm's not just acquiring a company here, they are launching a direct assault on Nvidia's stranglehold over AI chips. This is seismic. Here's the context. Nvidia's owned the AI chip market for 5 years because they moved first and moved decisively. They've got the GPS, they've got the software stack, they've got the data center relationships. But Qualcomm just announced they are done being a mobile chip company. They're coming for the server market. Tenstorrent's the vehicle. It designs AI accelerators built on RISC-V, a completely free and open-source instruction set. That means you can build world-class AI processors without paying licensing fees to anyone. It's the skeleton key. Add Jim Keller's engineering genius to Tenstorrent's compiler technology and chiplet architecture, and suddenly Qualcomm has everything it needs to compete in the $30 billion annual AI chip market. This is their second RISC-V move in 6 months. First was Ventana Microsystems last year. But this one's the real play. And here's what the coverage is getting wrong. You might not know Jim Keller's name, but you've been using his work for 20 years. He's the processor architect behind the AMD Ryzen chips that revolutionized desktop computing. He worked at Apple designing their custom silicon. He's consulted for Tesla on the Dojo AI supercomputer. He's basically designed the DNA of modern computing hardware. When someone with his track record starts a new company and builds it around AI accelerators, that's a signal. Tenstorrent isn't some scrappy startup throwing things at the wall. It's Jim Keller bringing 30 years of expertise into a focused bet on the future of AI processing. The company's been operating quietly since 2019, building chips that can accelerate AI workloads faster and cheaper than traditional approaches. Here's what makes Tenstorrent special. They're designing their chips around RISC-V, which is basically the open-source alternative to Intel's x86 and ARM's proprietary instruction set. RISC-V is simpler, freer, and increasingly powerful. It's like the Linux of processor architectures. For Qualcomm, acquiring Jim Keller and his team gives them world-class talent plus the architectural foundation to build the next generation of AI server chips. The deal also signals something bigger, that open standards might finally be able to challenge Nvidia's walled garden. And that changes everything. So what exactly does Tenstorrent build? AI accelerators, specialized processors designed to handle machine learning workloads at scale. Think of it like this. A regular CPU is a jack of all trades. It's good at everything but master of nothing. An AI accelerator is purpose-built to multiply huge matrices, which is what large language models and neural networks actually do all day long. Tenstorrent's advantage is their compiler technology. Compiler is the translator between human code and machine instructions. A great compiler can squeeze performance out of hardware that a mediocre compiler wastes. Tenstorrent's compiler is specifically optimized for AI workloads, which means their chips can deliver performance per dollar that's competitive with Nvidia's offerings, but without the licensing overhead. Their chiplet architecture is another game changer. Instead of designing one massive processor, Tenstorrent breaks it into smaller chiplets that can be mixed and matched. It's modular, scalable, and cheaper to manufacture. You could build a chip for edge inference, another for data center training, all sharing the same base architecture. That flexibility is something Nvidia's older monolithic design can't match. Here's the kicker. They built this all on RISC-V, not ARM, not x86, an open-source standard. That means they don't have to pay royalties. They can license freely to partners, and they can innovate faster without corporate bureaucracy holding them back. This is how you actually challenge a monopoly. Qualcomm has spent decades ruling mobile processors, the Snapdragon chips inside nearly every Android phone. But data centers are where the real money flows. That's Nvidia's kingdom right now. With this acquisition, Qualcomm is essentially saying, we are bringing our chip design expertise from smartphones and deploying it into server infrastructure. The parallel is obvious. Just like Snapdragon disrupted the mobile space with efficiency and performance, they're betting Tenstorrent can do the same for AI servers. Practically, here's what changes. Qualcomm gets Jim Keller's team, Tenstorrent's existing IP, and a complete architecture for building competitive AI accelerators. They'll integrate Tenstorrent's technology into their broader ecosystem. Qualcomm customers, especially cloud providers like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, could soon have a genuine alternative to Nvidia when they are building out AI infrastructure. Instead of automatically speccing Nvidia GPUs, they might say, wait, let's test Qualcomm's new options. The timing matters too. Nvidia's been raising prices aggressively as demand explodes. Cloud providers are desperate for competition and alternatives. Qualcomm's entering the market right when the window is open. They're not trying to own AI chips by themselves. They're trying to crack the Nvidia monopoly, so there's finally room for multiple players. And that lower competitive barrier, that benefits everyone except Nvidia's shareholders. This is where the real strategy clicks into focus. Let's be clear about the competitive landscape here. Nvidia owns the AI chip market today. They've got roughly 80% of the GPU market for AI training and inference. That's not an exaggeration. They've locked in the software ecosystem, they've got the developer mindshare, and they are printing money. AMD's been trying to compete with their EPYC processors and MI series accelerators, but they are playing catch-up. Intel's basically irrelevant in this space now. Qualcomm enters as the wild card. They've never shipped a high-performance data center accelerator before, but they have something Nvidia and AMD don't: open-source architecture with Jim Keller's pedigree behind it. RISC-V means no licensing fees, which translates to lower costs. That's massive for cloud providers operating on razor-thin margins. A 20% cost savings on accelerators, that's enough to change purchasing decisions at scale. Here's the honest truth though, Qualcomm can't beat Nvidia next year, probably not the year after. Nvidia's lead is too big. But in 2027 and beyond, once Tenstorrent-based accelerators start shipping, once developers write code for them, once cloud providers benchmark them against Nvidia, that's when the market potentially fragments. Right now, it's a duopoly with Nvidia winning. This deal could turn it into a three-way competition. For the industry, that's revolutionary. For Nvidia's margins, it's terrifying. And AMD's probably thinking they should have moved faster. RISC-V is the most important part of this story, and it's barely getting covered. Here's why it matters. Every processor architecture has licensing costs. ARM charges fees. Intel's x86 is proprietary. Those costs get baked into every chip Nvidia and AMD ship. They don't matter much to them because they make it back in volume and performance premium, but they matter enormously to challengers trying to compete on cost. RISC-V is free, completely free. Open source. Any company in the world can design a processor around it without paying royalties. The barrier to entry for processor design just dropped through the floor. Qualcomm's not the only company that could build competitive AI chips now. So could an alliance of cloud providers. So could a startup in a garage. That's what really threatens Nvidia's position, not Qualcomm specifically, but the possibility that someone, somewhere, figures out how to make RISC-V processors that beat Nvidia on performance and price. This deal signals that RISC-V has crossed a threshold. It's moving from academic curiosity to real competitive processor design. Qualcomm's legitimacy says, yes, you can build world-class chips on this open standard. That opens the floodgates. In 5 years, the AI chip market could look completely different. Multiple companies offering RISC-V-based accelerators. Custom silicon from cloud providers themselves. A real market instead of a Nvidia monopoly. That's the implication nobody's highlighting enough. The architecture wars just went open source. So how do you track whether this deal actually changes anything? Here's what matters. First, regulatory approval. An $8 to $10 billion deal involving semiconductor technology and a United States company buying from a competitor. The Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States will absolutely scrutinize this. Expect approval to take 6 to 9 months, probably through early 2027. Second, watch for product announcements. Qualcomm needs to actually ship competitive AI accelerators. Real benchmarks, real performance numbers, not promises, silicon that works in real data centers. If they are announcing new Tenstorrent-based accelerators in 2026 or 2027, the deal's on track. If it goes silent, they are struggling. Third, customer commitments. Which cloud providers actually order these chips? That's the vote of confidence that matters. If Amazon or Google or Microsoft commit to integrating Qualcomm AI accelerators into their infrastructure, that's proof the market's opening up. If nobody orders them, the deal was expensive and didn't move the needle. Fourth, follow RISC-V adoption. Are other companies licensing RISC-V for AI? Is the ecosystem growing? This deal only pays off if it proves that open-source processor architecture can compete with proprietary designs. Last, watch Nvidia's response. Will they cut prices? Will they open their architecture? Will they acquire someone similar to Qualcomm? A threatened monopolist always reacts. Pay attention to how. So here's what this Tenstorrent deal really signals. The age of unchallenged AI chip monopoly is ending. Qualcomm just declared war on Nvidia's dominance by acquiring the talent, architecture, and open-source foundation to compete. This isn't hype. This is a calculated, massive bet from a company that's already succeeded in mobile. They know how to design processors. They know how to scale manufacturing. They know how to navigate the global chip supply chain. The broader implication is that AI computing is too important to be locked under a single company's control. Governments are watching. Cloud providers are watching. Qualcomm's watching. Open standards like RISC-V are watching. Over the next few years, you're going to see more competition, more fragmentation, and more choice in AI accelerators. That's good for innovation, good for pricing, and existentially threatening to Nvidia's growth story. For your channel, here's what to keep an eye on. Each quarterly report from Qualcomm, each data center customer announcement, and every time they ship new Tenstorrent-based silicon. This deal could be the beginning of the end for Nvidia's reign or a massive waste of $10 billion. Either way, it's one of the most important tech moves of 2026. Subscribe and follow for all the updates as this plays out. The AI chip wars just got real.